It's one of the smallest things they do. A tiny paw resting on your hand or your chest. But that moment, it means more than you think. 1. Affection and bonding. Shall I get the obvious one out of the way first? Feels like I should, right? Okay, so one of the most common reasons cats put a paw on you is pure affection. It's their quiet way of reaching out and saying, "Hey, I'm here with you. I trust you." And yes, as we move forward, we will sadly reveal that it doesn't always mean affection and bonding. It can sometimes mean bad things. But hey, that's all to come by the end of the video. For now, let's focus on the cute and happy reasons. In cat social behavior, physical touch is a big deal. This is because when cats groom each other, sleep touch, or casually lean into one another, it's a sign of a strong bond. Placing a paw on you is like a mini version of that. It's nonverbal reassurance. Think of it as being a little like putting a hand on a friend's shoulder to let them know you love them without having to say anything. And if they really love you or the bond is super tight, this use of physical touch can escalate beyond just a simple tap of the paw to full-on kneading. So if your cat rests their paw on you and starts purring, it may mean you're doing something right. It may be love. Number 2, scent marking you. But it might not just be affection. I give with one paw, but I take with the other, because it might be a little beyond that. It might be an attempt to claim ownership of you. This is a corrupt and toxic form of affection between humans, but cats are cute, so we'll allow it. Cats have tiny scent glands in their paw pads. When they touch you, they're actually leaving a chemical signature behind. It's a mark that says, "This human is mine," albeit in smell rather than words. They're essentially claiming you as part of their safe space by marking you with their scent. It's the same reason cats rub their cheeks on furniture, walls, and sometimes even your laptop, because they also have scent glands all over their face. They're basically nothing but scent glands, albeit scent glands wrapped up in cute, cuddly fur. Number 3, communication. Asking for something. So they might do it to let you know they love you, and they might do it because they love you so much, so very much, that they wish to claim you as their property. But sometimes it has nothing to do with love and is all about requesting something, because they have needs, and you are the person in their life who can deliver on those demands. If your cat places their paw on you, stares meaningfully into your soul, and maybe lets out a little chirp or meow, there's likely a strong chance that their love for you is irrelevant, and they want something. Perhaps food, perhaps attention, or maybe even a good old-fashioned play session. Maybe even all at once. A play session with food as a reward, perhaps. I mean, I get it. I love Mario Kart and snacks. This doesn't mean they don't love you. Far from it. It just means that they're seeking something from you on this particular occasion. Because they know it works. Because cats are brilliant at cause and effect learning. If touching you once led to treats, cuddles, or a favorite toy, guess what? They're gonna try it again and again and again. To be blunt with you about this, and I'm sorry to be the one who breaks the news to you about this, but you have been trained. That's the truth of cat ownership. That's the real difference between owning a dog and owning a cat. If you own a dog, you train them. If you own a cat, they train you. They have trained you to give them what they want by doing something cute. 4. Stop unwanted behavior. Now here's where things get a little more complicated. The paw touch can be negative. Sometimes a paw on you isn't a request. It's a signal of a boundary. If you're petting your cat and they suddenly rest their paw gently on your hand, they might be trying to say, "Yo, enough, stop." It's a polite way of stopping you without biting, swatting, or hissing. Think of it as being like putting your hand on a friend's arm when they've maybe had a few too drinks and saying, "Don't you think you've had enough?" Many cats hate overstimulation. Their threshold for touch is often much lower than that of dogs, or even other cats. So a gentle paw placement can mean, "I love you, but please stop." This may feel like a bad thing. It may feel like you crossed a line, and you might be annoyed with yourself for doing that and feel like you've screwed up. But actually, it's a good sign. No relationship between any two people is perfect. No matter how much work you and they might put in, you might cross a line with them at some point, and they might cross a line with you. But nobody is defined by the mistakes they make, but by how they react when they realize they've done wrong. This also extends to your relationship with your pets. At some point, you will overstimulate your cat in error by petting them a touch too much. You've not screwed up. You're just not psychic. You can't read your cat's mind. All that matters is respecting their signal when they let you know you've accidentally gone too far. The fact that your cat is willing to pop a paw on your arm to gently say, "Hey, do you mind stopping for a moment?" instead of growling or hissing means they trust you to respect the boundaries and stop. And that is a good thing. It means you've built a great relationship with them, hinged on respect. So don't risk ruining that by continuing to do whatever you were doing despite the signal they've given. Number 5, dominance and testing boundaries. But when your cat paws at you, it might not be teaching you about its boundaries. It might be trying to push yours or even test its dominance. This is especially true in a multi-pet home. If you have more than one cat, or even a dog, you might have noticed that your cat occasionally popping their paw on one of your other pets. It probably looks like a cute putting their arm around a buddy moment, but they're actually gauging the response they'll get. They're not being aggressive, they're just gathering information. Will your other pet move, submit, embrace being trapped, move away? It's kind of like a cat's version of a handshake mixed with a negotiation tactic. If your cat places its paw on you and keeps it there, watch its body language. Is its posture relaxed? Are their ears forward? Or are they stiff and slightly tense? It can give you clues about whether they're feeling secure or if they are trying to steer the situation subtly. Number 6, seeking comfort or reassurance. Another softer reason? They're simply seeking reassurance. If your cat feels uncertain, like during thunderstorms, loud noises, or visits from strangers, it may just be reaching out with a paw for contact. In such a situation, it's not about dominance, but about security. Think of it like a toddler reaching for a parent's hand. It's their way of anchoring themselves emotionally. This small gesture can mean a lot, especially if your cat was separated from their mother early, or if they're just naturally anxious. Number 7. Habitual behavior, rewarded actions. Having said all of this, sometimes there's no real reason at all. Sometimes it's simply a habit, because everyone can fall into the trap of simply doing things because that is what I have always done. And the golden rule of this channel is always, if it applies to humans, it can often apply to cats as well. Yes, even your adorable fluff ball can get caught up in habitual behavior. If your cat ever put a paw on you and you responded with attention, food, or a fun reaction, you might have accidentally taught them that pawing equals reaction. So they will do it repeatedly to get that reaction, because cats are masters of reinforcement learning. Even something small as laughing, talking to them, or scratching their favorite spot afterwards can lock that behavior in. Didn't I tell you that your cat is training you, not the other way around? Number 8, medical or physical discomfort. Now then, earlier I did say that there is a chance that a tap of the paw could have a serious meaning. As we were talking about earlier, your fluff ball might tap you with their paw to communicate. But sometimes the thing they want to communicate might be that they don't feel well or are in pain. Something I've talked about a few times on this channel is how cats are masters at hiding pain. They don't really want to bother you. If they feel sick or hurt, they tend to keep it to themselves. We've all got that one friend who is a real rock. The kind of person who always seems fine, who always answers the question, "How are you?" with, "I'm okay," who never seems to be fazed by the trials and tribulations the world throws at them. So when that friend is visibly upset, it can really hit you hard, because you are used to them being so strong. So you know you need to take their upset seriously because it takes a lot to get them to that level. This is precisely the case with your cat. So if your cat reaches the point that they want to tell you that they are suffering, it's a big deal. The key to knowing if this is why your cat is tapping you is to pay attention to context clues. Also, they're whining, limping, occasionally hiding, or not eating as much as usual. If so, it might be worth checking in with a vet. But if your cat's orange, that paw tap might not be affection, it might be the start of chaos. We looked into why orange cats act like this, and the results were wilder than we expected. Watch this next.